Hey guys, Gold here, and today we're going to be doing a video on a duo trio walker guide. But first, there's going to be some things that you're going to need. These are not required. We're not going to be putting this on the walker, but this is just something that you have to do to get to the wooden auxiliary corridor. It costs 600 crowns, 1250 crowns, 75 coral chunk, 75 coral chunk, and 2750 crowns. Then there's the other route that you can take, and we're going to be discussing that here in just a minute. Also, where you find coral chunk is in valuable safes. You'll find them in there almost every single time. And valuable safes are found all over Sophie. So don't fret, my friend. Do not fret. So we're going to right click to show the path. You get this cargo deck, only 1400 crowns, and this is where it's going to get a little pricey on you. 3500 crowns, 1 crate of chardonnay, 15 weird coral, 475 threads, and 1 canned sea deer. You could go one up and get even more item slots, 216, and it seems to be the exact same requirements. Yeah, so let's get to building. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Where is it? There it is. All right. So this is what we got so far, okay? Now, you could put the cargo here if you don't have that, and then you just want to go with the route of the wooden corridor, wherever it is. Here we go. You could put that there as well. And then you have a bazillion doors to get to the captain's quarters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is an advantage that you want, and you don't want it because I've seen people put it here like, oh my god, and an extra door. That may be true, okay, but what's right there? Right, your spawn room. So if they blow that open, they can spawn trap one additional player, and if you're in small crew, both of you are spawning in there. Right. So maybe it's not the best idea to do that. Oop, there we go. Done. So we're gonna try to go through building it. It's going to be a bit of a struggle for both you and me because I have short-term memory loss, so I can't really remember how I built this. But I'm going to delete the parts and then we're going to build over them. So you're going to have to bear with me. We use the corner supporting frame L and then using the corner supporting frame right. And ta-da, there we go. It gives our frame to help reduce weight. Captains and quarters, we go to essentials. It will always be found in essentials. Boom, flip you around, boom. It likes to be weird. Yeah, sometimes put a door there or this opening here. So just make sure you double check that. Okay, and then at the front, we have 2 auxiliary corridors. That would be in utility. That is a tier 2. 1, 2. See, it's weird like that sometimes. Door. Okay, now we got that out of the way. Let's talk about the lower support frame. These are just regular, ordinary thingamaboppers supporting frames. There we go. So you literally are just going to copy by pressing C, and then boom and boom. Delete that. So right here is the angled supporting frame, triangular. Boom. Done. This for me right here, this is personal preference. You don't have to put this here. If you want to put something there, go for it. Nothing at all, go for it. Awesome. It is personal preference. So now let's talk about the hatches. It put the one there automatically. You do not want to put a hatch anywhere. Always put a door there, for the love of God. You do not want to put a hatch to where it's going to be easily accessible. Okay, if they have to use 2 time bombs to get to this hatch, okay, that's good. Sometimes the hatches, I do a lot of boarding. Sometimes the hatches are buggy and they'll actually they'll be locked, right? You know, where you can't open it on an enemy walker, on an enemy trampler. And then at times they'll just let you walk into it. So that's why I try to really, emphasize, don't put a hatch anywhere because they just seem buggy. Like they don't work sometimes. So unfortunately, yes, putting it on one side is going to handicap you, but this is just to keep you safe because 1, 2, 3. And if this works, how it's supposed to work, where it's supposed to stay closed, 4. That's 4 time bombs. Then they need an additional 2 right here to get to your captain's quarters. Of course, if everything is not blown out. This is all case by case, okay? So now let's talk about the cannons. In gold, why the hell are they set up like this? Great question. I am glad that you asked, okay? They're set up like this because the 40s in the front are going to absolutely melt everything away, okay? 80 millimeters, I know everyone is like, oh my gosh, they do so much damage, and they're this, they're that. I totally get it. I really do. But, 1, they reload 1 round at a time, okay? Well, of course, duh. Yes, I know that's obvious, okay? But the problem with that is they reload 1 round at a time, where the 40 millimeters are continuously firing. By the time that you reload, okay, if you're using a rusty cannon, the rusty cannon has a 4.5 second reload. So by the time that you reload once with your rusty cannon, your 240 millimeters already did, oh, I don't know, 2,000 damage, maybe 1,800 damage by the time 180 has fired. And what if 180 misses? You know, a lot of people, I've seen it in my experience, are not really good with 80s. They miss. Out of in all my playthroughs and all my times going against other walkers that are at range a little bit, if they fire 10 rounds, they're going to miss around 5 to 7 of those rounds. So that's a terrible ratio. They're wasting 5 to 3 shells at one time. So 40 millimeter shotgun cannon. Shotgun cannon is when you're going to get nice and close and personal. That's what this build is for. It's getting nice and close and personal. I'm going to be doing a video on pretty much a very similar build to this, but adding a ram to the front, because rams are cool and they do so much damage. And they have a lot of health too. But you're going to need the small engine for that. But anyway, moving forward, you're going to use a shotgun cannon on top, and then you're just going to get as close as you can to them. And then you're going to target whoever you can find, and you're going to just blast them away with that shotgun, because it will one-tap them. And they buff the shotgun too, so it has more pellets, it has more damage range. I mean, it's crazy. And I know the shotgun cannon slept on, but guys, you gotta try it out. And I don't mean just, oh, I'm going to equip it, shoot one round, and then it doesn't do anything, I'm gonna call it shit. Don't do that. Don't be that guy. Be cool like everybody else who uses the shotgun cannon. Okay? Okay, cool. Love you guys. So the guns in the rear are totally personal preference. You don't have to do these. You don't have to put these here. You don't want to put those there. You can put something else there. What should you put there? I don't know. Think of something. I don't know what you want me to say. So that's what you can do with this. Okay. And that's pretty much the walker. And this is not its official name. I don't know what to name it, but this is as bare bones as you can get. This won't even be a problem. And honestly, it won't even matter, because the tier 1 reactor is so garbage that it doesn't even matter anyway. If you get the tier 2 engine, right? Where is it? There we go. If you get the, oh gosh, chunky. Let's remove that. If you get the tier 2 engine and okay, well, anyway, my point was that just put it in the back on the far left or the far right side and just kind of prioritize it from there. Voila. Ah, see, did that thing again. You gotta make sure you look out for that. Anyway, so this is the walker. This is the setup. I use this for small crew trios. I mean, hell, I even use this for solo at some times, and it works out just fine. Then again, most players at PvP and solo are not really good at like driving and shooting at the same time. It's very difficult, I understand. So I want you guys to comment down below if there is a better trio small crew starter walker. Like this is meant to be very, very bare bones. If you want to add more armor, right? Let's just say you just want to put more, you don't care about maneuverability. Let's just say you don't care about maneuverability. Okay, boom, boom, done. Okay, let's just say you really don't care about maneuverability at all. You just want to be a heavy slug of death once I find the stuff. There we go. Boom, boom. I forgot to switch. Hold on, bear with me. There you go. 3,500 health, 3,500 health. And right here, boom, boom. Oh God. Hold on. Yep. Delete you. Boom. And you cannot place like a opening platform and a hatch here. So keep that in mind. And you cannot place any more of these here. I just have it here because it just aesthetically looks nice. That's just me. So there you go. That is 24 maneuverability. Now it's completely armored on the side. I mean, of course, this is exposed. And you can just fix that by, let's see here. Hold on. You can just boom. And you can just boom, boom, boom. There you go. Ta-da! It's done. So now you have armor everywhere. You can do the same thing with all the auxiliary corridors. You can do the exact same thing, but now you have so much armor. It really depends on your play style. It also depends on how good your crew is and how good your driver is. Because allow me to say this. A bad driver means that you're going to die, okay? You're just going to die. If you cannot drive worth a damn, and then let's just say that you die and then nobody else really knows how to drive, your walker's done for. You're just done. All the DPS, all the damage, it does not matter if your driver dies and then a worse driver gets on the helm and fucking slams you right into a rock. So that brings this video to a close. I want you to comment down below what you think is a good walker setup that is cheap and semi-starter friendly. All right, like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Gold, and I will see you in the next one.